Now, breaking news coming in, a twist in the UK vaccine racism row. Remember, the UK has said that vaccinated Indians will not be recognized in the UK and they will have to undergo 10-day quarantine. This had raised a lot of outrage here in India. UK was accused of vaccine racism and there had been demands by the government for the UK to look into this entire issue. But it now emerges that the issue could actually be to do with the certification process. Let's go across to Srinivasan Jain for more. Vasu, give us the latest.
Well, this is a new twist in this escalating controversy over the UK's vaccine restrictions, which some Indian politicians and others have described as vaccine racism. Now what the UK seems to be saying is that the problem is not with the Covishield vaccine as such. The UK's travel guidelines have actually been updated to include Covishield amongst the list of vaccines which have been approved by the government for travel, but Indians vaccinated, even double vaccinated with Covishield, will still have to go through the travel restrictions because of what the UK government now seems to be saying are certification issues. In fact, yesterday, if you remember, the UK government had issued a statement saying they're working with India to try to improve or expand UK's recognition of India's certification process. In other words, though they may not be saying this directly, the implication seems to be, Gargi, that the UK seems to be raising doubts over India's vaccination certificates, that there is something perhaps not entirely kosher about them. Are they implying that this means that there is a problem of fake certification in India, or that there's some other question about the certification process? That is not at the moment clear. But what is clear is that the controversy has taken a new turn. Now it seems to be the problem is not so much the vaccine manufactured by a private Indian manufacturer, but in fact with the government's vaccination certification program, a mammoth program, as we know, which is controlled centrally through the CoWIN app. And that is what is likely to raise fresh hackles within the Indian establishment about now these new set of guidelines.
All right. So, Vasu, because, when there was outrage, everybody said that Covishield is the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine, something that's used in the UK, something that we're exporting to many countries and will begin again exporting from next month. But if we say the issue is in certification, do you think it's something to do with perhaps fake vaccine certificates here? Because we do know that in the past there have been issues about a fake RT-PCR test. So something on those lines, is that what we're imagining it could be?
Well, this is the problem, Gargi, that the UK government, at least in its public statements or the High Commission, has not made that clear. As I mentioned, they've simply said that they are working with India to try to expand the UK recognition of certification, vaccine certification by India, by a public health authority. Clearly, this does imply that there is some doubt or some concerns they have over vaccine certification in India. Yes, we have come across isolated instances where there have been reports of fake vaccine certificates, but nothing overall seems to indicate that there is some kind of widespread problem with vaccine certification just in India. And as I said, this again is being seen by the UK as an attempt to try to diffuse the crisis, saying, listen, the problem was never with Covishield, the problem is somewhere else. But this could actually perhaps snowball, in a sense, controversy further, because this is now, as I said, raising questions over the vaccination program. Because the updated guidelines now say, and I think we may be even able to put them on screen, that the formulations of the 4 listed vaccines which they've already listed, such as AstraZeneca, Covishield, etc., qualify as approved vaccines. So they have acknowledged, and this has probably been done in a response to the controversy in India and the kind of strong statements from the government, which has actually called for tit-for-tat measures, to include Covishield. But as they said, they have taken this position now that the problem seems to be certification. Their statement does say that they're working with India to try to resolve this, and there could be the possibility that this does get resolved and India's vaccination program or the CoWIN certification process does get recognized by the UK government, and, in a sense, the dust then could settle. But it does, again, as I said, because of the lack of specific information, raise the question as to why the UK government would have doubts over India's vaccination certification program versus the certification program of other countries who are, in a sense, in the green list, while India is not.